100% basically. When he catches arm heat, he is so scary. He is so deadly. You really don't want the problems with Jax when he has arm heat, no matter the distance. If I got full arm heat, oh, I'm zoning you, because you're not going to expect that from me as a Jax. You're going to expect this to come out, which is really dumb. I zone so many people with Jax, it's not even funny. He's not even meant to just zone people out. He's really not. I literally do shit like that. I will get arm heat, do that, dash, do that, catch 2 of them, because if I'm far away and they can't do shit, I'm just going to steady get arm heat, but we'll talk about that later. This combo here, that there. I mean, this combo is -6 on block advantage, so you're technically safe, but it's really not your turn. So I would probably block after that, or if your opponent might be grab friendly, I'd duck that and then try to punish it with a combo or something, or try to D2 that if possible. Just be mindful of that. Breakdown. Breakdown is this. Now, as you can tell, you don't have those extra bink attacks like he does in Hunker Down. That's because he doesn't need it in this variation. He really doesn't. He really doesn't. That opens mixed games so much, it's not even funny. And it's -7 on block. So 9 times out of 10, that's gonna land because that's 7 frames after that, if they block this. Really though. Okay, on the boot camp. Mind you, even though I do have a couple unsafe combos on the screen, I'm showing you these because I want you to know what's unsafe and only situational to use. Like, won't back down and get in line. I don't have the full combo to boot camp because this is the full combo of it. If they block these 2 hits and the grab, you're like -16 or 18 on that. So yeah, you're -16 on that. So that's why I don't have it up, because that's completely unsafe, and that's like getting Scorpion empty teleported and you block it. It's that unsafe. So do this because that's -7, much like this is -7, and much like this is -7. And we're gonna get into that in a second too, because those are the last 2 combos. Now, last chance is this. It's -4. You see that stagger? You see that stagger pressure? Oh my god, this man is deadly with these mid kicks. And it has a startup of, I think, 13 or 11 frames, I believe. 9 frames, actually. Wow. 9 frame mid, and it reaches really far. Well, not really far, but it got distance on it. Sad thing is, this is -4. This is -20 on block. So if Jax does this and your opponent is worried that they just did 1 kick, you can get punished very badly for that. But like every character has some type of stagger game, that's his stagger game. Mixing that, mixing this, 1 2 boom 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 boom, mixing that. That's really what it is. I'll get more into his mixed game about that later, but that's really with America Strong and Last Chance. That's really how that goes. Now we're gonna get into the most fun part about Grinnin Barrett, his special moves. Now I'm gonna show you my combo starters with this, because not all of these are combo starters for this move. It sucks. I believe this is probably it. Oh, and this as well, but this is -9. You can get punished for doing that, so I wouldn't really do that too often as a stagger. He has other great staggers. This is really not one of them, so I wouldn't do that, honestly, because there's been times where I've gotten countered or punished afterwards. Like, it works well if you hit him because of that. Like, you can do that and that's easy. That's a good stagger on hit, but on block it's not a good stagger. So with that being said, I wouldn't really focus on that on staggering. I'd focus on that doing this, because that combos. So as you can see, I have his startup combos for that. Technically his circle is a startup combo for it too, but you're not gonna look for that. You're not gonna look for this. And if you look for it and you land it, you're a madman. That's all I have to say, and teach me your madman ways, because I'm YOLO sometimes too, but I'm not YOLO about that kick. Not at all for a combo starter. I'll show you in ways that's useful, but not for that. So is that doesn't. So we're gonna mark that off. We're gonna mark this off. This also doesn't combo either, as you can see. See, That doesn't combo. Does this combo? That combos. So if you were to, oops, sorry. Oops. Do that, that'll combo. So you're good to do that. You don't even have to jump in for it. That combos already. So you're fine in that department. This here is going to be your go-to. This is going to be your go-to for this and this. Also, it'll be your go-to for this as well. If you just want to mix your opponent up, for example. I did that earlier in combat. I does that in Combat League, and if I don't land the hits, sometimes I do. It don't matter because I still just gave you like scratch damage regardless. Still gave you scratch damage regardless. So it don't matter. Like, this is deadly because both of them have a startup frames of 11. So if your opponent was to jump the first one, 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to get hit by that second one if you got arm heat for both hits. So that's it. So this here, oops. Wow. Okay. Now that we're clear on that, now we're gonna get into these dope ass combos, and I'm gonna also get into how his combo system works, what moves we're gonna use for it, all this. I wouldn't care too much for Thumper unless you're far away. Don't look at the startup frames. It's 26. It's fucking terrible. I wouldn't do that at all. Or the up one, unless your opponent is jump friendly and you feel like you'll catch him with it, go ahead. I do that to some opponents and it actually does work. We already know about heat missile. I just got done explaining it. I'm gonna explain it more because it's his KB as well, but also his Briggs barricade. I'm gonna go into that as well, and heating up because that's the start of frames of 1. Speaking of which, give me a second. We're not gonna put the, yeah, we can't, hold on, we're gonna take that out real quick because I want to put up his ripped move. Okay, these right here, gotcha grab, unsafe if blocked, like most special moves. It's -18 I believe on block, -22, something like that. Let me see. -17 actually. When you do that, that becomes lay down. You can do that twice after gotcha grab. Remember that. Twice after gotcha grab. Oops, sorry. You can do that once after gotcha grab. Once, that's it. Once, 1, 1, 2. There you go. So you can do this, 1, 2, into that. You can do this, 1, 2, into that. You can do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into that. You can do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, into this. Sorry for saying into this so damn much. 1, 2, 3, 4, ended with that, because that's usually what I do, unless I want the side switch. Also, you can do that. Now, here's the other thing with that. 1, 2, boom, boom. It really don't matter. I can do one of those, be able to get that off, and that's it. You really just do this. Not X. Square, X, triangle for 80%. Or 89, not 80, but 8%. So you can mix that up really, but I 9 times out of 10 just like to do that. 9 times out of 10, just hit them 4 times with it. Yes, I'm mashing it. I always mash this shit, but I always mash it correctly on that 5th hit, so don't say shit about it to me. Second off, I want you to see this. You see that arm heat there? How much percent is that? 15% off a grab. Now, we're gonna get into this duck and weave here, which is that. Now, if you just do duck and weave regularly, that's -7 on block, much like the other combos I told you about. This -7 on block, but that does have a little bit of pushback though, a tiny bit of pushback, so you won't be as close to your opponent. For example, not as close, but you can still land that off. Damn, I was trying to see if I could land the kick. Nope, can't land the kick. So if you want to do something, land that. If you want to do something else, if you want to do something else, back 3 works as well. Just the startup is a little slow, but it's a nice little stagger if they just gonna do something and just sit there. Anyway, here's the potential with duck and weave. There's 5 moves you can do in this combo, or with this special move. You can hold it. He becomes low, so he's technically in a low stance. He's in a low stance, meaning he can duck high projectiles. He can duck high attacks. So, as an example, see how that works? See how that works? Even though I didn't say punish, I beat him on frames on that after the 1. And Nightwolf has a startup frames of 8 or 7 on 1, I believe. So regardless of that, it's still fast on the come out after you amplify it, and it punishes high attacks. If you're this distance, it's gonna punish. If you're this distance, you ain't punishing that. Well, you could still, but I'm usually too wary of that. I usually just do that. If I'm that far, I usually do that. Though we're gonna get in startup frames again on this because I don't actually know the startup frames for those. Ripped is 29. Yeah, whatchamacallit is much faster. Duck and weave, 7 frames, much faster. So 9 times out of 10 you can do that if you want, because it's gonna land. It's barely gonna land, but that's only on sitting down. Like, honestly, I don't really do that from far away. 9 times out of 10 I usually do this from far away. I usually do ripped from far away. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, honestly, yeah. But we'll get into his other duck and weave moves. The cancel. Oh, this is so beautiful. Do you see how fast that is? Do you see how fluid that is? You would not believe. Okay, picture this. Picture playing my jacks as an example. Oops. You get hit by that. I'm going to catch you with the grab. You know why? Because it works. Like King Crimson, it just works. People are too afraid of jacks for one, and then if you're not used to seeing a Grinnin Barrett jacks, you're really going to be terrified when you start seeing the mix-ups. Anyway, get into the next move. Now, remember when I said he can hold this? That's because he actually can do another attack in that stance, and it's ripped. He can change from low to overhead. Look at that. Boom, boom. And then the best part about it too, you do this with this move. Easy KB. It doesn't work this way. Yes, it does. I'm sorry. Yes, it does. But it's for 36%. So that's your options with that. But we'll get into KB combos with him later. Here's his other move here. Ragdolling. Oops. Ragdolling. You can hold it and then press L1. But I wouldn't hold that too long, honestly. Now remember, like I said, he's still in a low stance when he does ragdolling. So if your opponent, like instead of this Nightwolf variation, if I was using Matoka Warrior and he wanted to, well, actually, yeah, let me switch to that really. I should have did that from the beginning. That was my fault. So I can just show y'all exactly what I mean by how the sequence goes down. Speaking of which, X, how do you feel about me doing this guide right now? Do you feel I'm very like I'm explaining it very well? I'm very in and out of it. I feel you're well versed. You feel I'm well versed. Thank you. I feel like you are in there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Boom. Look at that. Punish like a motherfucker. Also, I timed that wrong. Oops, timed that wrong again. Damn. Well, I'm gonna get into that move later. I'm just showing, like, as an example. Okay, so my thing is mainly we're gonna record that a little bit better. See, still in the low stance. That's punish all day. Punish all day. You do that, okay, got arm heat. Punish all day. It's punish all day. See how fast he is on the reaction? The fucking bow and arrow is out as I pressed it. Bow and arrows out. Punishable. So that just tells you how very, very optimal and very dangerous this variation can be. Very fucking dangerous. That's all I want to say. Am I missing the move in his duck and weave? I think I explained it all. I explained the delay. I explained the cancel. I explained the rip, ragdoll, and then amplify. What I didn't explain more about the cancel, though, I'm just, for example, going to put up frame data, though it don't matter. You can still get beat out of this because it's a cancel. But I'm just going to put it up for an example anyway. See that cancel advantage? 30. That's 30 on that. Even doing that, you're still good. You just don't want to do it on that, for example, though that would work if it hits. If you block, you can do that. Like, you got options. You have, oops, that you're gonna have to dash in a little bit or walk in a little bit. You can even close the distance with that. Get a little quick dash, boom, or a little movement. Get that off. Okay, now I'm gonna get into ripped, as in just a move in general, which is his back forward 4. And if you don't know what that is, that's back forward circle. Now you see, this is basically where the match starts, right? Very far, though that's the start of frames of 7. See how far I am now? Still hits. That move has range, but any other distance out of that, not gonna hit. So you have to be at this much max distance for that to hit. Literally. Probably Morgan and Steven. Or not. So yeah, this is literally what you want to do with that. You don't want to be too far away. Even the smallest tiny bit back step back is going to do that. You still can land that second high, but honestly, really do this on knockdown. Do that on knockdown and they're just waking up. That's honestly the best time to do that. It really is. Because 9 times out of 10, if you do this as a knockdown, that's going to land. But if you do this, that's not going to land. That last hit will land, but also too, see how that's an overhead and a high? I'm going to show you why that move is bad. Or doing this so often is bad, and only doing it on hit confirms, or if you know you're going to hit confirm, is good. My fault, I messed that up. Hold on. Punish. 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 You want to be very wary of doing that. Very wary. But if they block, even low, still an overhead. So you still confirm. It's just when they block high and then hit you with that, that is when it's bad. Because there ain't a damn thing you can do about it, except unless you got defense bar, you just got to take that L on that one. So, oops, no, custom, put it on 1. Okay, so that's with ripped, basically. Now, let's get into the saucy combos that I have with him. We're gonna put up his startup combos again, so we see this and we know what to expect here and how to do certain combos with him. He really don't have many startup combos with this, and this sucks. I don't even think forward 2, yeah, forward 2 doesn't even start up. And I hate that his 1-2 don't start up. That hits and doesn't hit. That has a startup frames of 7, that has a startup frames of 26. I don't fucking understand. Whatever though. I really don't fucking understand, but whatever. Here's the usual one, and this is why doing at least one combo is deadly in this variation. Oops, sorry. It don't matter how you end that full arm heat. They're at 392. That means they're at 39% health off of 2 combos. Let's see how that is with his arm heat. Oops, speaking of which, gauge filler refill. Okay, so with this arm heat, I didn't explain it. I mean, but you already know, Jax gets bigger damage with his arm heat. He gets so much damage off with his arm heat. Way much more, like, it's basically just a big ass damage buff for him. So, you can do whatever you want with it, honestly. Whatever the fudge you feel is important enough to do. Me personally, let's say I do this combo here. The regular one I'm just showing. Boom, 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 boom. So damn deadly with the arm heat. That's 11% they gotta eat up. And no, the arm heat does not count towards the damage buff of the arms being heated up in general. It does not. You would figure it would, but at the same time, he is expelling arm heat, so I can see why something like that wouldn't work at all. Even off of that, get you some distance. Boom, boom. Or you can literally just, oops, I dropped that. That's terrible. Or you can literally just, oh wow, drop that too. Fucking terrible. He ain't my main. He's my second main. You can throw him, get that arm heat off. Boom. So fucking deadly with the arm heat. Okay. Now, here's another one. Oops. What? How am I not amplifying that? And y'all see me mashing that shit. Easy 31%. But you know, if you got full arm heat, that's 34% right there. Not to mention that. Yeah, I know, very fucking crazy. It's just, this is why I love this character. I love Jax because of the pressure he can put on. He's really fucking deadly. If you get him going like this here, that's it. And don't let me mix you with that, because 9 times out of 10, people love blocking that overhead afterwards. So if you want my personal opinion, start your match off with that. Like, or not start it off with that, but if you do that mid, start it off with that first. Start it off with the mid low, because 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to land that. And then you can start doing that. But most of the time, they're still going to be looking for the overhead. So, shit, just get your easy 99 off, 96. Easy, get that off. I'm serious. This works too. Oops. But I swear, you only do that if you space your opponent out very well. Like, this is good to land that. That's good to land that. After any combo, Jax got full arm heat. Just because he started it with this. Oops. And just because of this gotcha grab here, that really gave him the extra arm heat. But here's also the thing about that KB. People are usually looking for that. So I turned Jax into a brutalizer, which is what I'm gonna call him for the moment, into a zoner for a moment. Because I'm gonna get you're gonna get arm heat. Unless you're not attacking and you're not landing shit, then you won't get arm heat. Or you can just do this if you're not greedy. But other than that, you're gonna get arm heat. So you're gonna have time to land that KB. Easy, trust me, you're gonna have time to land that KB. You literally will. Trust me, you're gonna land it if you're offensive with Jax with the hands. If you do this, because even landing the grab gives him arm heat. Just any attacks that have to do with his hands, normal or combo, grab, even this. Actually, I think is if you don't amplify it, he gets arm heat with it. Because if you don't amplify it and you just do the KB, you don't get arm heat. As you can see, because it won't let me do the, won't let me shoot arm heat off after that. But anyway, you can't even get that off of one punch. You have to have 2 punches. So you can only get arm heat off of 2 punches. If you land, we'll say 2 consecutive punches. If you land that, back up, land that, you still get arm heat. Because you don't waste too much time afterwards getting that second punch in for the arm heat. So this is level 1. This is level 2. This gets him that. I'm gonna call it level 7 though, because he's like level 7 Gohan when he got full arm heat. This man can do anything. He can outzone the shit out of you, still move up, still hit you with these boss ass combos, and still get you for 40% off on the KB mid screen. But that combo right there that I just did, I did it with Ripped because it doesn't work. Oops, fuck that up. It doesn't work that way with that. You can get the combo off, but that's 4% less. So you're 36% versus 40%. So that's really what you want to do. If at the moment when you use this variation, if you don't feel confident enough to land the down 1-2 after doing 1-2, that's totally fine. Also remember, oop, I didn't mean to do that. You can do that as well. You can do this and oop, you can't do that. But you can land it like this, like that. Boom. Oop, damn it, I'm not landing that properly. Wow, I'm whiffing. Wow, that's not supposed to work that way. Hold on, I'm not timing that right. Although I feel like this is an unnecessary combo, I'm still gonna show it regardless. Not that, but it's supposed to end with that. Boom, boom. What? Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, so it doesn't work that way. But you can do that. So you have a lot of options after that. It's just you want to end it with the gotcha grab and get all your hits, because then you're at full arm heat, or not full arm heat actually. He's really not. That's surprising. On that combo, he's not full arm heat. On this combo, I'm full arm heat because I'm already at, let me see, what level am I at after that? I'm at level 1, and then I just got extra hits in before I did gotcha grab. And before gotcha grab end, I ended at level 2 arm heat. Now remember, after you do the grab, you see his arms are normal. That disperses all his arm heat. But if you were to do this, for example, oops, I fucked that up. Let me give him extra arm heat for this actually. If you were to do this, it's the most basic KB you can do for him mid-screen. You still got arm heat to shoot off. 1 more arm heat. You got 3 extra arm heats to shoot off after that, if you already have full arm heat before you do the combo I just did. Landing this with that, honestly, you don't really see me land this combo. There's really no point because I don't feel like I get the desired amount of damage that I want to get with it. See how that's 27? Wow. Okay. You just gonna tell me I'm not landing shit today? That's 27 too, but that's 270 versus 277. If that last digit of the 100 matters to you, then okay, go with that other combo. Otherwise, you can just do that for outranked. Outranked, okay, so in outranked, last chance in knee shatter, you can still pull this combo off. Oops, didn't mean to do that like that. Really? Huh? Definite what is rated? Oh, Death of the Family is rated R? Ooh. Ugh. I don't want to interact with it because then that means I control the story and I don't want to. That's like basically playing Until Dawn. I control all these motherfuckers' lives and if they want to die. That's fun for a video game, not for a fucking movie. Anyway, back on subject though. It's a continuation of Under the Red Hood. Okay, I'm with it then. Ooh, why am I not landing that gotcha grab afterwards? Wow. That don't land either. So yeah, but just with other staggers too. This is his other stagger. That mid. See how that? Boom, boom. I ain't even have to move. Let's look. You see how far he is? If I land that after hitting it, boom. Like, that's not even fair. That's so fucking funny. Anyway, though. Wow. Wait, hold on. How is... Wait, hold on. Is it the real Hush or is it the Riddler as Hush? Okay, because the Riddler was portraying as Hush in Hush. That's why I asked that question. Bird Boy beatdown. Yes, I do.
So when that happened, and he had 1-3 out, was Robin cheat today? Robin died, or Batman saved Robin?
That man was so far away from him, but he can still save him. Alright, I'm cool with that.
Apparently, when you save Robin, and still in Red Hood in the story, like they switched to Hush for some reason. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it because it's DC anyway, and I still need to watch the other DC movie. Okay, now I'm gonna get into his crushing blow combos. Like, okay, just like these 3 startups that I have, it works the same way. You just have to do the combo the way I'm doing it. If you do it with outrake, for example, you still get arm heat afterwards. So you still got 1 more arm heat to shoot off after if you do outrake. If you do last chance, you don't. You literally only just get the 1 combo for that, and you don't get extra arm heat for that. Same with knee shatter. You don't get extra arm heat for that either. You still at regular Jack's metal arms. So those are the KBs that you have with this variation and this combo. Also too, with that specific duck and weave amplify. Now, if you were to happen to do this, for example, you can still land that in its 38%. So if you want my opinion, because I started doing it a lot more often now, do this. 40% mid-screen with arm heat, with 2 arm heats left over. Just because of those 2 hits. Oh, actually, no. It's really if you do this. You can even be a little lazy on time and still land that shit. That's the crazy part about it. You can even be a little lazy on the time and then down 1-2 and still land that shit off. And then you still got your 1 arm heat. So just pay attention to your arm heat with Jax at all times, and remember and realize what you can do with him when he has his arm heat. Just because I'm gonna tell you this, not too many people, actually I don't think anybody sees Jax as a zoner. I do. I only see him as a zoner when he has full arm heat. When he has his arms heated up, he is a complete zoner. He will zone the shit out of you. I remember one time I made a collector rage quit. Like, he literally gave me the quitality because I kept zoning him in the last match with Jax. I just kept shooting arm heats off. He didn't know what to do. I just kept shooting him off. And when I literally kept zoning him till his health got to 50%. And then that's when he rage quit. And I was like, can't you teleport in that variation? But whatever. What other? So literally, like I said, any variation, I mean any way you do that with the duck and weave amplify, you're gonna get the KB off because of those 3 hits. The 3, or not 3, technically 4 because of that hit, because of the duck and weave that gave you your first heated up punch. So much like this, you get 2 of them, so you already got 1 arm heat. But if you do that, you ain't got no arm heat. So that's 1 hit versus 2 hits. That's why doing that is able to be done after that. And then that's actually weird because that's 2 hits. And after those 2 hits, I should have... Oh, nope, I'm dumb. You literally only have just 2 arm heats. So, boom, let me see. 1, 2, let me see. 1, 2. He does have a level 3, don't he? I don't think he does. Nah, he can just shoot off 5 arm heats. So if they're at level 2, he can shoot off 5 arm heats. There is no level 3, no level 4, no level 5. I just call him level 7 Gohan sometimes because he's kind of unstoppable when he has his arm heat. Up close or not, I can still do shit like this to you. I can do shit like I can do that. I can make an unsafe move safe. You want to know what I mean by that? I mean this. Look at that. Boom, boom. Because that's negative 16? Negative 20? Oh, it's negative 11, my fault. It's unsafe. You got to be sharp with that. Like, you have to notice it, because that's the stagger game with Jax. Doing all this bullshit here and that. Oop, I was getting them too quick with that. So yeah, mid-screen, those are your KBs. Now I'm gonna show you his combo, or his, actually yeah, I'll show you his combos, and I'll show you his crushing blow combos in the corner. Oh, there's one KB I haven't talked about yet. This here. Oops. This is so good, but at the same time, those startup frames for it are fucking gross. 34. They're literally waiting a little over a half a second to get bonked on the head like whack-a-moles and shit. Literally. So I'd only suggest doing that if your opponent is wake-up friendly, because it covers so much. It covers a real good amount of distance just off of that, and you can land that. Doing it without the amplify does that, and it becomes a knockdown. Doing it off of that is just a regular overhead. Honestly, I mix this, that. Oops, I mix this, that, and then that sometimes, and then catch them with that. It's the mixed game with Jax. It's very fucking deadly. But anyway, the combos you got with this, you can also get the KB off too if you really wanted to. Oops. Oops. Can you not land it like that? No, you cannot land it like that. Okay, so you can't land that. But I wouldn't really look for this for a second KB mid-screen with that. I just look for doing this. It's pretty much the same amount of damage you would get out of doing a regular combo. It's just, this is 29% that he can get without using a bar. Speaking of which, there's another combo that MKB underscore who won second showed me yesterday when we were mirror matching this variation, and it's very fucking dope. Look at this. Oops. Oh, my fault. I'm doing it wrong. I'm actually doing the combo wrong. It's jump 1, down 1, 2, into the gotcha grab. Not that much damage, but it looks swag. It looks saucy. It looks dope. Copaesthetic dopeness and whatnot. That's also good too. But the startup frames is 36. Do you really want that? That's the startup frames at 34. Do you? I'd only do that mid to far and amplify that shit. You can do this too on block. Sometimes I do that and catch them off guard, because 9 times out of 10 you really will catch your opponent off guard, especially if you hit them with that mid. They're gonna probably get hit by that. So just be wary. I really wouldn't do that as a cancel. That's not really a great cancel. Like, oops. This is really what you want to cancel with this variation. But don't do it too often unless it works on your opponent. And by all means, abuse the shit. Because I definitely do if my opponent doesn't recognize the shit. And it ain't my fault if you can't recognize what the rock is cooking. Really ain't. So with that being said, I think I covered his KB combos mid-screen. Actually, let me try a combo real quick. I don't understand how I'm not landing that, and I'm pressing amplify. That don't work. Mid-screen, I mean, corner, that will work. Now let's get into the corner pressure of Jax. This is where Jax shines the most in matches. Just, everybody just becomes so mother freaking scared of this dude in the corner. And for good reason. Everything becomes so deadly about Jax. This becomes deadly, that becomes deadly. You can even do that. That's probably deadly too in the corner. That's deadly as fuck in the corner. That's deadly as fuck in the corner. I do shit like this against my opponent. And then I be thinking to myself, they better not break. Cause it's gonna hurt. You can do stuff like that. Remember your +3 after the throw in the corner. So you can you can get away with shit like this here. Did not mean to do that. Why am I screwing shit up right now? Let's do this instead, actually, because I need to get better at doing this combo anyway. I don't know why I'm dropping that, but anyway, yeah, wow. Knowing damn well I ain't doing no fucking thumper in the corner. So yeah, you're pretty much gonna get the same amount of KB damage in the corner that you would mid-screen doing his duck and weave amplified. Same as doing his rip move in the corner too. Except you get an extra 2%, so it's 42%. Speaking of high damaging ass combos, this is the most unnecessary combo that I happen to have learned. I don't know why, but I learned it, and it's still sauce as fuck, so I don't care. Oops. And I say it's unnecessary because it's only 41%. I just did 42% with a regular basic ass combo. Motherfucker. Ugh. See what I mean by this combo being so damn unnecessary? Ugh. Motherfucker. Knowing damn well I'm pressing down 1-2. Ugh. Fucking hate this combo. There we go. 418. So would you rather do that complicated combo that just took me like 5 to 6 tries to do, or would you rather do this combo that took me literally 1 time to do? Extra percent, an extra 5, but that's still, I'm pretty sure 42 is more than 41, even if it's by 1 number. So I would really go for that combo over that combo. Now, if you want to be a filthy motherfucker and you really just want to embarrass your opponent with a saucy, even more saucy combo, do this. Damn it. Ugh. Dog, the game know it want me to land this. I don't know why it's playing me right now. Bruh. Oh, really? Because that was actually perfect. What the fuck? I hate this. You see why you never see me do these combos as a Jax player? It's hella unnecessary. Look at that. You see how frustrated I'm getting at trying to land this bullshit? You see that bullshit there? You see that I should have landed it, but I didn't. I landed that time. Really? For 421. Do you want to put yourself through the same amount of stress and agony you just saw me went through for a combo in Kombat League? No. You're going to do ripped in the corner, and you're going to do down 1-2, down 1-2, into back forward 3-4. Or my fault. Yeah, 3-4. Or X circle, if you don't know what 3-4 is. That's that. This corner combo right here. Boom, 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 boom. I really wouldn't waste 2 crushing blows on that. I'd really just use this 1 KB. Oops. I'd really just use the 1, honestly. Oops. I don't ever stagger with Jax like that in the corner. It just seems very pointless to me, but it can be comboed. It's just not really my style, as you can tell, because I'm not landing that. Not really my bag to do that type of combo. I'd rather just do my usual shit that I do with Jax in the corner. That. I'd rather really just do that. Because after that, if you happen to land this shit in the corner again, it's a regular move. So remember how Raiden's back 2 or back triangle used to be an MKX and it was a combo? Yeah, that's what Jax has. That's what he got instead. So if you did that, you can literally combo into his KB off of this too. I've done it before. It's fucking fun. It's so fun to do because your opponent is literally at your mercy at that point. What they gonna do? Break out of it? Ah, not with no defense bar. Psych, you thought. I love doing this too. I love doing that. Just fucking them up because they think they about to beat the frames, but in reality they really not. They're not. Honestly, Jax's combos in the corner really don't differ, as you can see right here. It's just you want to start implementing that in the corner because you're +3, like I said earlier. So only difference is he can end his basic combo that I usually do mid-screen with him. He can end it in a corner with a KB now, but that's 37%. If you want to use that KB, go ahead and use it for ripped instead. Way more damage output, way more fucking damage output, of course, but it's still cool to use. I mean, play how you want to play with him. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get the most bang for your buck with combos, ripped is gonna give you the most damage out of your KB for that. Also too, I didn't explain this as well. I think you need 7 hits or more to land the KB of it. 6 hits or more, sorry. But you don't have to worry about that. All your combos are gonna be 6 or more hits, like way more than 6 or more hits. So yeah, you're fine on that. So also, there's this other, speaking of that, my homeboy that I've named earlier, who 1 second, he didn't do this to me, and I don't know if he knows this exists with his air combo that he did, but you can KB off of that too. Oops. And you're gonna get, of course, the basic amount of damage, 35%, but it's nice to know that you can literally fuck a person's life up like that. That's 35% of their life gone. And then boom, 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 boom. That's 36 right there off the bat. So I think the last thing that I'll get into is Jax's fatal blow. I'm gonna get into that. I believe that should be the last thing. He is so fucking deadly with this. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. They started at 267. Let's see where that ends. Let's see where that goes. 47%. And then, boom. They're at 19% health left. Can get a comeback king right here. This is comeback king. He gets, it's not even fucking fair. It's not even funny. It's not even fair. It's just, why would they give a man such power? Why? Look at these combos. Look at this deadly shit. And that's without even obtaining the skull for the damage. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Out of most of his regular combos, you're gonna get only like 40 to 45. Unless you do what I just did in the corner, you're gonna get about that much. But we're gonna talk about his KBs as well, because I didn't talk about his down 2 crushing blow either. I'm gonna talk about that, and then I believe that should be it. But we'll do this real quick. Oops. Wow, I don't know how that didn't land. Now that's just starting out at 20%. Of course, that's not going to get you the most damage you can get without using a crushing blow, but that's still 44% though. We're gonna get into his D2. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Oops. Boom. Started out at 29. Let's see how far this goes. $49. You might as well say 50%. And then to add insult to injury with this combo here. Oops, I messed up. To add insult to injury with this combo here as well. So that was 497%, right? How much damage does he get off this grab? 330, so that's 33% basically. Run up on him real fast. Boom. 17% still. Also, if you want to and your opponent can't escape shit, go ahead and get you 44% off. Go ahead and do it. I'd do it. But that's also really what you want to look for in the corner. That doesn't work. I kind of thought that would work in the corner, honestly. That sucks. That doesn't work in the corner. Damn, that sucks. That doesn't work in the corner. Okay, we're gonna put it back to center screen. Basic damage, 42%. Wow, knowing damn well I didn't do that. What? Anyway. Okay. 42%. 33%. But I'm just showing you high damaging combos at the moment. If you don't want to do high damaging combos and you really just want to get a gotcha grab off, then by all means you can also do this as well. I believe. Nope, that doesn't work. Because I'm pretty sure I'm timed. Oh, it does work. I'm sorry. You can do that full arm heat too. His F2 is really good for situations like that because you can cancel it into the grab if you feel like your opponent is going to try to quick breakaway and you want to prevent that from happening. That's definitely what I would do. Like I said, as soon as you got him in the gotcha grab, get the zoning, get to doing work with Jax. He can do full screen damage. Remember, he has that. You can still get your arm heat, still fucking shoot a shot off. Boom. So damn deadly. And I will also show that air combo mid-screen as well. Pretty decent, pretty nice damage, 26%, but it can't be done with Rift. See, it can't, which is very weird because the recovery frames of this is let's see, 36. Recovery frames of this is wow, how the hell did I land that still? It's 32. So that recovers longer, or duck and weave recovers longer, but I can land a jump attack. But Ripped has it's 4 frames faster, yet I can't land the jump attack, and they're higher in the air on Ripped. Whatever. That's another tip I gotta tell you too. Look at the height. Look at the height of him. See how far above he is. He's above. But he's in the air so much, just a little bit longer, because you can land this combo too, but you got a little bit of extra time with Ripped, but at the same time, really, you kind of don't, because you need to time this precisely to land that second 1-2. If you miss it by a frame, you're gonna fuck up. Oh yeah, his anti-air combos, I didn't go into that either. Let me go into that, because I do go into a ton of shit with characters. Oops. You can also land the KB off of that as well if you want, I believe. Can you? Oops. Damn it. Nope. Nope. I thought you could. So I wouldn't worry about getting the arm heat KB off in this when you anti-air them. I'd be more focused on doing that. Just getting them in a combo with the gotcha grab. I'd be more focused on doing that, because yeah, it's only 19%. Who gives a shit? Pretty sure he's jumping. I don't know why he's just doing 4, but whatever. Anti-air fatal blow combos, but the startup damage is 12, so you know you're really not gonna get that much for this. At least maybe 37, 38, I believe. 38%. I mean, unless your opponent is at 38%, I do it just whatever. A lot of things I'm showing you are situational as well because of the damage. Just whatever damage however much health your opponent got, just think about what combo you want to land and land that shit, because it will kill. I just showed you the damage output for all the combos and everything. I might have missed a couple things, but honestly, that's really what you kind of want to focus on with Jax. Jax is a pressure monster. You want to focus on that. You want to focus on staggering with that. Do D1 after that too. It works. Grabs work as well. He's so deadly. If you have his full arm heat too after the grab, he basically does 16% instead of 14%. I love big boy damage like that. Y'all hear me in the streams talking about big boy damage daily. I love shit like this. That's so good. And I can still do shit like this. Oh, another move. You see how advancing that is? See how advancing that is? Yeah. Do that. But that's also a high. You can be uppercutted for that. Also too, afterwards, do this. Gotcha grab. Get they ass. Get they mother loving ass. You ain't gonna have full arm heat, but still, you caught them trying to escape if they wanted to, or they thought they were safe on distance. No, they weren't, because you bucked at him and you hit him in the motherfucking chin with that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That also jails too. You can do that type of shit. 21% easy. Jax is such a scary creature in this game. He's so deadly. He really is. To not have powers technically, he's very deadly in this game. So fucking deadly. See how fast that is? Nightwolf can reflect that, but I can definitely block that. Just to give you an example, we're gonna record. We're gonna put it full screen. Okay, rewind. Yeah, I can still catch my own arm heat. It ain't that fucking fast that you can't catch your arm heat. Got it back, punk. Oh, playing tennis? Alright. You can play tennis with the opponent too. Did you know that? Did you know that? Serve. Time to serve. Oh, it's my turn, bitch. I served well. 30 love. I'm just saying though, Jax is so damn scary in this. Hunker Down is good. Ringer is good too. Jax overall is just a deadly character, but in Grinnin Barrett, my personal opinion, he is way more deadly. Yes, he gets more crushing blows in Hunker Down, but Hunker Down isn't combo heavy like Grinnin Barrett or Ringer. You're not gonna pull off 30% combos with Grinnin Barrett. Speaking of that too, because he did actually get buffed with that, with the aftermath patch. So, oops, so did not mean to do that. See how he can get 30% now? He wasn't able to before the aftermath patch. He really wasn't. And it sucked. But as you can see, that's only in Ripped, because Ripped does a lot of fucking damage. But you can do like 33-34% max if you have full arm heat and you do a Ripped combo like that. So those are just little tips and whatnot. If you got any more questions, anybody, any other questions, there are no dumb questions at all. Y'all know I help out. Y'all can look at my comments on every fucking video I post, and I post daily. Let me know any of y'all's questions. I'll be more than happy to answer and clarify anything that I've spoke about or probably haven't spoke about or demonstrated and explained in this. I'm happy to do that. Like, subscribe, wait for the next video. And I hope y'all like this, because I don't do guide videos like I said, but if I feel like I know a character enough, I'll do it. Hope y'all like this, and subscribe to your boy, because I do very well with Jax. I do so much damage with him, and I give people das Boot, the big boot. I really do. It's so cool. But yeah, peace out though.